NFL is back, and I'm going to be giving you guys my top 5 overall plays based on my fundamental analysis. Unfortunately, there are no public player prop research lines to compare against Prizepicks, so here I go. But as always, before jumping into my top 5 early value plays, I do want to give a quick shout out to Prizepicks. If you guys have not signed up for Prizepicks, first of all, what are you doing? Go ahead and enter code using DGF on sign up for a 100% match up to $100. Prizepicks is a fantasy app where you simply hit the over or under of any certain fantasy projection or player prop. It really is that easy. Again, that is code DGF. You'll get $100 free just for watching this video. Coming in at number 5 is going to be DJ Turner over 15.5 receiving yards. DJ Turner is normally a 4th string wide receiver here for the Raiders, and now he's benefiting from Dylan Stoner being out tonight. And technically, he's the only bubble player here behind Devontae Adams and Mac Hollins. Turner is also a second-year undrafted rookie looking to prove himself here in this preseason game, and this is why he should get plenty of second-half snaps. Not only that, his projection is set to 15.5 receiving yards, which looks incredibly soft given he can hit that over here in one single catch. Personally, I love taking bubble players here with something to prove in the first couple preseason games. Coming in at number 4 is going to be Snoop Conner over 30.5 rushing yards. The Jags haven't officially ruled out any running backs, but we can assume both Travis Etienne and James Robinson are going to be out tonight or playing very limited time. James Robinson is coming off an ACL tear here in 2021. Travis Etienne is coming off the same exact injury but has looked really well in practice. And he's also had slightly more time to recover. So that means the Jags really only have 2 official running backs that are fully healthy here for this game. One being the rookie here and Snoop Conner. Rookies historically are known to play a lot of snaps here in preseason games, especially if they are on the bubble of making the roster. Snoop Conner is also rumored to be the starting running back in tonight's matchup. Given that he should get the bulk of the snaps tonight, 30.5 rushing yards is a very soft projection. I'm going to be taking this over, assuming that he gets at least one full half of action. Coming in at number 3 is going to be Kevin Austin Jr. over 15.5 receiving yards. This is a prop I love to target tonight. Kevin Austin Jr. is an undrafted rookie from Notre Dame who dealt with a lot of suspensions and injuries there at Notre Dame. However, he has looked fantastic in practices here in the offseason with the Jags, and this honestly should warrant a good amount of playing time, especially given he's a bubble player. Besides, the Jags have a very good track record with undrafted rookies, James Robinson, hint hint, and he has a lot to prove. I think that the Jags give him plenty of playing time here in this preseason. Coming in at number 2 is going to be Kyle Sawther over 5 fantasy points. Kyle Sawther is technically listed second on the depth chart, looking to beat out CJ Beathard and Jake Luton. Sawther played for the USFL this past season, throwing for 9 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, on 57.7 completion percentage. With there only being 2 available starting quarterbacks for the Jags, it looks like he should easily get 20 plus passing attempts. And of course, this is assuming he splits time with Luton. Another thing we have to pay attention to is Kyle Sawther's passing yards are set to 75.5, and if you take a look here at the fantasy score, only 5 fantasy points looks much softer. For me, this looks like a no-brainer, assuming he gets a second half of snaps, even if he only gets a full quarter. A 5 fantasy score is a very easy projection to hit. Coming in as my overall favorite play for tonight's preseason game is going to be Jake Luton over 8.5 fantasy points. Jake Luton will get the start and play a majority of the game. CJ Beathard and Trevor Lawrence are officially out tonight for the Jags. And Luton is obviously more talented than Sawther, so he should be putting up decent numbers tonight. The last game where Jake Luton got a majority of the snaps, this was last preseason game versus the Cowboys, he went 16 of 18 for 137 yards and 1 touchdown. This fantasy score is just much too soft here. I like the over of 8.5 fantasy points.